Hello students, we will move to the 7th topic of accountancy for class 12. We are studying the chapter share capital. Today we will discuss the topic forfeiture and reissue of shares as a topic. Under that we have already studied one topic. The previous topic was shares originally issued at par. Now today we will discuss the topic shares originally issued at a premium. When you study forfeiture, you have to understand there are two entries are there. That means if the defaulter paying the premium, then entry will be share capital account debit to share forfeiture account to false unpaid account. Under share capital, you have to write the called value. Share forfeiture, you have to write the amount received minus premium received. False unpaid, you have to write amount not received. And you have to write the narration simply being forfeiture of shares. Then the second situation where the defaulter is not paying the premium. The defaulter is not paying the premium. Their entry will be share capital account debit, securities premium account debit to share forfeiture account to false unpaid account. Again the calculation, share capital will be called up value, premium will be premium amount not received, forfeiture will be amount received minus premium received, false unpaid will be amount not received. Same narration, amount being forfeiture of shares. So this is the topic we are going to discuss today. We will discuss with a question. So question is MG Limited issued 1 lakh shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of 40% payable as follows: rupees 3 on application, rupees 5 on allotment, that includes premium, rupees 2 on first call, balance on final call. All the shares were subscribed by the public. All the money received in time except the following. Then point number 1, Anu, who was allotted 5 shares, did not pay anything after application. Second point, Divya, who was allotted 8 shares, did not pay anything after allotment. Then company forfeited these shares and reissued 10 shares at rupees 9 per share as fully paid up shares. All the shares which were previously issued to Anu were reissued. You have to show journal entries for forfeiture and reissue of shares. So here in this question, you have to understand a company is issuing 1 lakh shares. Out of that, 2 persons are there. One is Anu and one is Divya. Anu paid only the application money and Divya paid application plus allotment. So here question says that at the time of application money is 3, allotment money is 5 including premium, it is 4 rupees. Then first call is 2 rupee balance, final call will be 4 rupees. Total should be 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 4 should be 14. When we talk about Anu, she paid only application. When we talk about Divya, she paid application and allotment. So when we discuss the entry, first entry will be regarding Anu. Anu got 5 shares. Here entry will be share capital account debit. Carefully see the calculation. It will be 5 shares are there, 10 rupees the value, amount will be 50. Then you see, Anu did not pay the premium money because premium is including in the allotment. She did not pay the allotment, that means automatically she is not paying the premium. So we have to debit the premium. It will be securities premium account debit. Calculation will be 5 into 4, 20. Then 2, share forfeiture. How much money she paid? She paid only this particular stage. That means 5 into 3, 15 rupees. Then 2, share allotment. Allotment money is pending for her. It will be 5 into 5, 25. Then 2, share first call. First call money is pending for her. 5 into 2, it is 10 rupees. Then 2, share final call. Final call is 5 into 4, 20. You see the calculation should be 70. Here also it is 70. Narration being forfeiture of 5 shares. This is entry 4. Anu, I will repeat, explain again. 5 shares are there, 5 is the number of shares, that is the value 5 into 10, 50. She did not pay the premium, so it will be 5 shares are there, 4 rupees the premium, 5 into 4, 20. She paid only application, that is 5 into 3, 15. She did not pay allotment, that is 5 into 5, 25. She did not pay first call, that means 5 into 2, 10. And she did not pay final call also, 5 into 4, 20. And we will write the narration being forfeiture of 5 shares. Then we will see how what we entry will pass with regard to Divya. Divya is concerned, she paid application money, she paid allotment also. So this is the money paid, that comes to rupees 8. Out of that you deduct 4 rupees the premium, and she paid only 4 rupees. Entry will be share capital account debit. It will be 8 shares are there, 8 into 10, 80. Then 2, share forfeiture. Here you see she paid 8 rupees, but out of that 4 is premium. So here you have to calculate, make the calculation 8 into 4. That comes to 32 rupees. Then 2, share first quote she did not pay. First quote is 2 rupees. 8 into 2, 16. Then 2 share final quote. Then it will be 8 into 4, 32. Make the total. Total comes to 80. Also 80. narration being forfeiture of 8 shares. This is the entry for Divya. Then at the time of reissue, you have to understand Anu got 5 shares, Divya got 8 shares. Total we have got 5 plus 8 is equal to 13. Out of that we are issuing only 10 shares at rupees 9. End will be bank account debit calculation 10 into 9, 90 rupees. Share forfeiture account debit 10 into 1 rupee is the discount amount, 10 into 1 10. 2 share capital 100 rupees. Narration being reissue of 100 shares. To repeat again, we are selling at a price of 9, total share is 10, 10 into 9, 90. 1 rupee is the discount, 10 into 1, 10. Capital amount is 10 into 10, comes to 100. The narration being reissue of 100 shares. Being reissue of 100 shares. Then you have to understand the calculation of profit. Calculation of profit. On reissue. Anu got 5 shares and she paid 5 into 3, 15 rupees. Divya got 8 shares and she paid 32 rupees. 8 into 4, 32. Then you have to understand 15 rupees Anu paid for 5 share and Divya paid 32 rupees for 8 share. Then you have to see the question, last sentence of the question. All the shares which were previously issued to Anu were reissued. That means she got 5, she got 8. Company wants to issue only 10. For that, company will take this 5 share. Then on this particular amount, how much rupee company got? It is 15 rupees. Then to make 10, company will take from here another 5 share. Then the calculation will be, for on 8 share company got 32. So you have to calculate on 5 share how much company got. So here you make the calculation, that is 32 into 5 by 8. That comes to 20 rupees. And you make the total 35 rupees. Then at the time of free issue, what was the discount? Discount on reissue. It was 1 rupee, 10 into 1. 10 rupee was the discount. So profit will be 25 rupees. And after that you make the entry, share, forfeiture account debit to capital reserve account. Amount will be 25. Narration will be being profit on reissue transferred. I'll explain the profit again. Two defaulters are there, one is new, one is severe. You have to understand the question. Out of that, whose shares are reissued fully? That means here you see that question. All the shares of Anu were reissued. That means we'll take the full amount here. Then on 5 share you got 15. You need another 5. This 32 rupees is for 8 share. So you calculate for a 5 share, it will be 32 into 5 by 8. It will be 20. You make it order 35. After that you see the reissue entry where company is giving a discount of rupees 1. So that you minus, discount is 10 rupee. 35 minus 10 is equal to 25 rupees. This is the profit on reissue. The pass entry, share forfeiture account debit to capital reserve account. And it will be being profit on reissue transfer. I hope you understood. For any doubt, please ask me again in the WhatsApp code. This is the topic. We will repeat the topic again. In the previous class, we studied forfeiture and reissue of shares which were originally issued at par. So today we are studying how I have already explained. Forfeiture and reissue of shares which were originally issued at a premium. So here you have to understand two entries are there. When the defaulter is paying the money, premium money, when the defaulter is paying the premium money, we will not show the premium money in the journal entry. Again, when the defaulter is not paying the premium money, we will be debiting the premium amount in the journal entry. That's the difference. Again, go through the topic. I have already uploaded the numericals in the website. You can say along with the necessary notes. So you write the notes first. You have already given 10 or 5 or 10 questions. You do that one. You can easily understand the topic. Thank you.